Estan Ready Bros podcast.
Yes.
Estan Ready Bros?
Estan Readies?
Estan Ready Bros.
Oh,
Let's do
shot
this.
time.
Shot time. Let's go.
Patron.
Very good. That's usually what I do too.
Oh man.
Smooth, bro.
It went down the wrong beat,
Sorry, what's your like? Do you have a nickname? I tend to give people nicknames on my own.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's so many nicknames, but I mean, Rodrigo. Be all like some fan of Rigo.
Oh yeah, so
Rodrigo
Tovar.
I used to be Silent Bob back in the day because I wouldn't say anything. I was just chill. You know what I mean? What else? I mean, shit, whatever, bro.
I usually give people like nicknames like Roddy D. I don't know why.
Roddy T.
The Rod.
Rigo T96.
Rigo T. That's a email.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name at the ditching parties, eh?
Yeah.
Ditching parties.
Dude, first thing I wanted to tell you guys is,
What's up,
that
bro?
I apologize. To both of you guys.
What'd you do, bro?
You weren't there, but I'm gonna apologize to you guys.
Official, right?
When I first, the first time I met you guys was at my dad's house, and I
feel like I've met you before. Maybe just.
But that was the first time we were actually like able to work together.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So we got to work together. We had to do that skit, and I don't know if I had mentioned it then, but I was in a deep hangover.
No,
really
I could tell, dude.
It was my birthday party the day before.
Yeah,
you
told us
telling
that.
us.
And I got so smashed, dog, that I feel like I didn't give it my all that day because I was just like, dog, I had like squirts. It was like, you guys don't know, I was going through it, dog.
Technical difficulties.
I was going through it, dog. I was throwing up. It was just bad, dude. So my apologies for not bringing it that day. I felt like I felt like I could, but yeah, like me, like I felt like I gave it like 50%. So I apologize for not bringing what I feel is my A game that day.
You're pooping the other 50%.
Because like usually, like honestly, dude, like
It was all good, dude.
Like my plan was to do the skits, invite you guys to go eat, have a few beers, and just talk and camaraderie, and get to pick your guys' brain on comedy.
Yeah.
And I was just out of it.
It happens, bro.
That was fun.
You only have your birthday once a year, bro.
Yeah, it could have been my last one. I was dying.
Do you remember what you drank that night or no?
Everything. I think I was drinking beer, vodka, tequila. They brought over some one of my buddies gave me a Blue Label Jack, and I think we took down like 3 or 4 bottles that night, though.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was so then the morning after was just, dog, my stomach was just out of control.
He said the morning after, like a morning after pill.
For real,
effects.
dog. I wish I had a morning after pill for like hangovers, dog.
Was that hangover like a day 2 hangover or 3 day hangover?
It took me like 2 days to recover, dog.
2 days.
Yeah, after you pass 27, dog. No. Dog, once you get into mid and late 30s, bro, you start like not recovering as fast enough. So
You're on a good one.
oh dog, sick.
Try
It was
45,
bad.
man.
It was bad, dog. It was bad.
Damn, dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, I apologize. Just wanted to get that out the way. Just want to let everybody know.
I was surprised with that whole thing because the way you went about doing the sketch, the way you guys had that. I don't know what the name of that thing is, but when you use a natural light and you put it on somebody, that reflected. What is it called? Just a reflector.
Bounce board.
Yeah, well, dude,
Reflector.
just that alone, dude, just gives more vibrance to the shot and makes clear in the color, with the natural light. I was like kind of tripping out because I was asking Rizo, I'm all, dude, how do all these social media fools like doing these sketches? And he's like, with this motherfucker, like
just your phone. Yeah,
but
like,
the little enhancements totally work, bro.
And you know what's funny is that sometimes like skits that are well produced, like stuff that you would say, would see something like that on say a Living Color or a SNL or whatever. When you overproduce for social media, it doesn't do well because people are not there to see that. People are there to see
The
reality and rawness. So
a little bit of grit,
right? So when you see my skits, a lot of the stuff, it's like really handheld. I might produce some of the skits, but you'll see on the content like it's not for that platform. People will laugh, but they're just not used to it. They want to see something that looks like it's really happening and that it's like live in the moment, And that's just social media, and like and especially something like Instagram, They want to see it like that. But yeah, your phone has become like your best friend if you're a content creator of any kind, comedy or not.
Dude, that's crazy. So we gotta introduce our guests. We haven't said your name, but people know who you are.
Oh, come on.
Concrete Live right here with the Estan Ready Bros.
Guys.
Bros.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Awesome,
right here
man.
from
Thanks for coming.
San Fernando Valley.
I'm from the city
San
too. From
Fernando.
San Fernando, man.
Hell yeah, man! Right here, dude. Live from the valley. Are you going to the valley?
Fernando.
I gotta ask you a
yeah.
question. So people say that San Fernando is not in LA County. It's its own thing.
It is.
Are they retarded?
It is.
Palmdale's in LA County, so it's Lancaster,
Yeah.
bro.
So it's like Roseman. I don't know. So like,
What Akron?
San Fernando.
What was it called?
Acton?
Acton,
yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. It's over, dude. Like it's like the middle of nowhere. What's there? A prison out there or something?
Like you see, like people that live
It
in
feels like a prison
Palmdale.
living.
But you know how it is when Latinos have to complain about everything. You know that's not real LA. It's like what is real LA,
Yo,
bro?
it's real LA, motherfucker. I pay LA taxes.
There you go, dude.
If I go to court, it's LA County court, motherfucker.
Yeah,
If I go to
that's
jail,
what
it's
I'm
LA
saying.
County jail.
LA County goes all the
Yeah.
way from like what Lancaster to the
To
sea.
Montclair, it's
yeah,
big.
it's all the way to like passing
Pomona,
Long Beach,
right?
Cerritos area.
The
yeah.
forest,
Yeah.
bro. Fucking the mountains. That's LA County. I think.
It goes from like what the Angeles National Forest all the way to San Bernardino
Yeah.
National
I
Forest.
just-
to the
get
beach.
it. I get it. No, I didn't grow up on Slauson. I didn't go to Slauson swap meet. I had Panorama and Pacoima swap meet, San Fernando swap meet. I get it, bro.
You didn't go to church in East LA every Sunday?
I'm sorry. You know, I didn't fucking grow up right there with fucking, blood in, blood out, the making. Like, I get it, fool, but it's still LA County, motherfucker. Like, whenever I go out of town, I say I'm from LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I say San Fernando, they're going to be like, where?
Yeah.
Who's Fernando?
Where? You know?
Yeah, I didn't put fucking Christmas lights on El Pino, homie.
I'm sorry, dog.
Everybody got baptized at right there at Olvera Street Church.
Olvera Street, yeah,
Yeah.
like sorry, fool, but it's still LA County. I consider LA County. If I pay taxes and I get tickets and I go to LA County jail and I get arrested, I'm a Los Angeles native, perro.
Hell yeah, it's funny because sometimes like I'll see people post stuff like on TikTok, the best restaurants in LA, and it's like maybe like Arcadia or Montebello, like, and people are like, that's not LA, bro, like, and that's like fucking San Gabriel Valley, like Monterey
Yeah.
Park, you know, like that's LA County, bro. You know what I mean?
It's in the perimeter.
It's LA County, dog. But we're very territorial. Like LA is a very territorial place. I mean, it's gang related in a way, so
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
everything is so sectioned off. But ultimately, dog, if shit hit the fan and we had to move to another state for whatever reason, if everybody left, they'd be like, we're from LA, regardless of what city
Oh, yeah.
you're at, you know.
Yeah, you're fucking right, dude.
So it is what it is.
People from Jersey. I'm from New York.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Hey, but you know what? You get people that are like live in fucking like Fontana and they say they're from LA.
Now
you know?
that's not LA.
I'm from LA. I'm from the greater Los Angeles area.
Yeah. If your idea of going out is going to the Pomona Fox Theater on a Saturday, you're not from LA, Pablo.
The closest you came to LA was LA County Ferry.
Yeah, no shit.
That's actually on this weekend, right? LA County.
Yeah, they had to do it in May to like get rid of the heat, right? Because it was too hot in September.
Or because I think it wasn't happening for 2 years, so they finally brought it back.
Yeah.
And it's so, it was so confusing. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, go to the fair, get COVID.
Get Covey.
Hell yeah, dude. So Concrete Live, man.
Concrete.
Instagram, TikTok, viral celebrity. What was like your first video that just went fucking viral, dude?
Yeah, it depends what you consider viral. No, I considered at
Yeah.
the time going viral was like 1,000 views. I was like, fuck. I was like,
I'm accomplished.
I was like, okay, there's something here. Because
quitting my job,
like
bro.
I went from like being behind this. Yeah, and I did, bro. I went from being behind the scenes to now being in front of the camera, right? So. I used to, and I was, when it came to like, directing and being a cinematographer, I was, I consider myself to be a really well accomplished person when it comes to that. Traveled the world. I've seen plenty of things and shot some really cool artists along the way. And I used to post like, hey, I'm right here in fucking Paris, or I'm in France, I'm shooting here, and like I would get like 7 likes, and it was like my mom, my dad, my sister. So it was just like the
Supportive
usual
family.
Yeah, the support unit is really tight knit.
It was really tight, dog. Really tight. Just like immediate.
Échale ganas, mijo.
Yeah, keep going. Tú dale. So it was only 7 likes, maybe a couple comments, and then it went from like I posted one skit where it was I was just fucking around at this time, and it was I did my first. The one that I had actually wrote it for another social media comedian, and he was like, you know what? Nah, I don't think I want to do that. And I said, all right, fuck it. So one of my
He's Christian now.
So one of my boys was like, fuck it, you do it, dog. Like, you do this skit. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, dog, just come on, dog. Who cares? Just do your own skit. I was like, fuck it. So I did a skit, and it's where a little girl was at a birthday party, and she gets hit with a bunch of like the silly string. and they hit the cake, and then so that shit's flammable, so it exploded on her.
Oh my! So it's like a secret viral.
Yeah.
Like,
So I played it as if I was like the Theo with the 12 pack, and I sprayed her, and then I kind of mixed myself into the video, and that's how I started. I started doing like the remix videos where I would take a video that has some crazy happening.
You insert yourself in the video,
and I would insert myself, and you know the reason why it worked for me was because I've done film for 12 years, so I learned lighting, time of day, texture. So when I would shoot myself and I would slice and edit those videos together, I would make it look like if it was one complete camera. So people were like, wait, did that really happen? Were you really there? So they would ask me. And it became a thing where it was like they would go viral because people would share them like, oh, look, hey, man, check out this video. And then they would be like, hey, I saw the original video. Fool, you weren't in that shit. And I'm like, yeah. You know, I was like, yeah,
that's
no
hilarious.
Shit.
I remember you did one where you fell. The guy fell off a ladder, and then you acted like you fell too. And I was like, is it that fool? For a second. And then you got to go back and go, it's not him, but it's you know what I mean? It's spliced, but it's really fucking cool.
Yeah. So it's a really like, you know, calculated splicing, and then I do the audio behind it so that, you know, like you don't hear the, you know, so like all that in film, in order to get the joke across, has to be, you know, 100%, you know. Because if not, people are like, you know, like if
it's off.
Yeah, like you can watch
off.
like you can watch a movie that's shot really well, but if the audio's off, people will be like, the audio's bad.
Yeah.
You can watch a movie like, say, Blair Witch Project, where it looks like shit, but the audio's great, and you'll watch the whole thing.
So your eyes and your mind are actually not doing two things at once, which should go smoother, and you know you get it.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, man. So that was my first like taste of like, oh, I got 1,000 views and like 4 comments, and then I was like, okay, I got something here. And then my first viral skit that I did was where a lady was robbing something. She was stealing something from a liquor store, and I acted. And I was in my studio, and I was looking at the video, and I was like, okay, damn, that looks like the 76 right across the street. And I was like, okay, I gotta wait till 8 p.m. because it happened at night, and at this time it was like daylight savings time.
Dude,
you're
thinking about the timing.
So I waited.
That's crazy.
I waited till like 8. I was like, fuck, come on, sun, go down. So I went in there and I was like, hey, bro, he knew me. I was like, if I'm gonna just do a video, he's like, I don't care, fool. So I'm doing my video and he's like, what the fuck? Because he's looking at me reacting to something
over here.
I look like a complete fucking crackhead to everybody in the store, but I'm over here.
Pasa la homie.
Found ghosts in my fucking place.
So people are looking at me though, and I'm kind of embarrassed because they don't know they don't know what I'm trying to get done, you know, and they're just like, that fool's weird. So I went back to the studio, I spliced that one up, I did the edit, and then I posted it, and it was like 10,000 views and like 100 comments. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's crazy, bro.
Dude. I was like, okay, hold on. And then I went back into the fucking lab, and then I spent like 12 hours just searching for videos, and I pulled like 50 videos. I was like, okay, this one. And then like a day later, there was an interview with R. Kelly that went viral where he gets up and he's talking to the cameraman, and he's like, y'all want me to kill me, man? Y'all want to kill me, man?
Started crying
and
shit.
He was crying. And then, I was like, you know, and everybody was doing videos to that, but they were making it seem like they were the interviewer, or that they were like, or that they were R. Kelly. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give you perspective from the cameraman. So I remember my boy Ida from Pocos Pero Locos, he has like this old vintage camera that looks like a TV camera, right? So I was like, bro, I need to borrow your camera. I'm gonna go upstairs. It kind of looks like it. I darkened it up. I made a little lighting, and then I inserted myself as the cameraman for that interview. And then that shit went like fucking viral.
Damn.
You know.
Wow.
So
That's so cool.
it just and I tend not to do trendy shit because I don't like to do shit that's in the moment. I like to do shit that's gonna like people can come back and watch 6 months later.
That'll have life. It's just not like
it has a shelf life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to do shelf life shit where it's just like, oh, it has 3 weeks and then it's gonna be gone. So I tend not to do trendy shit. But that one was just so easy to me. I was like, I gotta do this one. This one has to. And then I did another one for like the Maury. That one went viral where I'm the cameraman and I'm chasing the other people in the studio. I did that one.
Where do they run to all the time?
Backstage or some shit.
Maury's room.
Oh, man.
And then I think the most viral one after that was I did one where I was shooting a music video for this guy named Sekan in Compton Menace. And we had a cop car, and then I had like a bunch of goons that were really legit goons. And we had a bunch of fake guns and shit. And then we were all looking at the camera like, yo, what's up? We got our straps out here. And then the cop rolls up. And then I'm like crying. I was like, no, don't take me to jail. Don't take me to jail. And then that one went viral. That one, you know, like George Lopez posted it. Like a bunch of celebrities posted that video. And then that one went like super viral for me as well. And then in between, I mean, I've had, you know, hits or misses just like every other, you know, comedian in this world. You know,
yo, man, I'm going to take this one down.
Oh, my. Because now I know, like, within the first 30 minutes, I don't know if it's a flop. You know, like... And then I try to go in there and like, I hope nobody noticed that I just took that
Concrete, where's that video?
I got a homie who says anything that doesn't get 100 likes is gonna get taken down.
You know, and that's what I always tell people. Like,
hilarious, dude.
A lot of people would tell me like, you should do stand up. And I'm like, I want to, dog, but I can't erase myself if something goes bad on stage. You know, like that's why I respect the craft of a stand-up comedian. I respect the craft, I respect it so much, bro, that I'm trying to learn it right now, and I'm going on stage and I'm trying to earn my stripes so that I can sit at the table as a comedian and be like, hey, I've committed to this art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to be a social media comedian. Because I want to feel like I want to earn my seat with you guys, with the Felipes and, you know what I'm saying, the Georges of the world and, you know, the Cholo Fits of the world, Frankie Quinones. And, you know, I want to be able to earn my seat and I want to earn my stripes. And that's why I don't take stand-up lightly. It's a hard business. And, you know, me, for example, when I do my videos, bro, if it doesn't work out, bro, I can just put my phone down and not look at the comments.
Yeah.
And a stand-up comedian is like you got to see these people's faces, bro.
Bro, it hurts.
You gotta keep rolling with it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's either you're gonna fucking drown and run off, or just drown there and just take it and take that beating and learn from it. And then the next time you go on stage, you make those adjustments. You know?
Yeah.
So you know, to a lot of people that keep telling Concrete do stand-up comedy, I'm trying, motherfucker. I'm trying. Just give me a goddamn second. I'm learning this shit.
It takes time, bro.
It takes time, you know, and obviously, you know, trying to find your voice and try to find your style, and then, you know, trying to be creative enough to where nobody feels like, oh, you know what, Concrete, you're doing something like, you know, Felipe, or you sound like this guy, or you sound. I want to have my own identity too, you know, just like every comedian does, you know. So, you know, kudos to you guys that you guys have put in your time and your work and your effort, and it takes a lot, bro.
Yeah, and then where you're coming from, when you already have established skits or doing well, you can play those characters, you can play those sketches, and then that way you already kind of establish yourself in that setting. You know what I mean? The whole thing now is, you know, the whole thing of repetition on stage, grabbing the mic, you know, and knowing how to handle those live audiences. Dude.
Yeah,
I think you're already halfway there, dude. If not there already, you know.
Yeah, but like, what's helped me is that I have history on stage because I used to rap. And that's
for stand up. That's half the battle.
That's half the battle.
Knowing how to grab the mic, convey what your thoughts, make it palatable to the audience. Yeah, that's right now. That's no matter what, you need that as a stand up to be decent.
And right now, I've been using my stage time hosting these concerts. You know, like this past weekend
the freestyle ones, right?
Yeah, like So this past weekend, well, like 2 weeks in a row, we did two shows this week and last week. We did this past Saturday. I did Ultra Michelob Lounge at the Mandalay Bay for, you know, we hosted the show for Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and Warren G. Whoa. And then the week before,
that's tight, bro.
The week before it was like, you know, it was fucking 112. It was, you know, Keith Sweat. So I've been using that time, and you know, because I get like 5-7 minutes in between each act. So I got to go out there and, you know,
fill that time.
And there's only so much. Make some noise you can do.
Give it up for the chandeliers. Give it up for the lowrider girls.
Where my ladies at? You know, like,
who's single up in this motherfucker?
You will wear my ladies out so bad, dog. You will have bitches dying by the end of the night if you don't shut the fuck up. So I got, you know, so I started introducing some of the bits.
Yeah.
You know, slowly but surely I started introducing some of the bits, and then so now I'm doing like 5 minutes on stage.
Fuck yeah,
you know, and
dude.
it's you know, 17,000 people, 10,000 people, and not only that, but it's, you know, I've heard that as a comedian, you know, and as a non-African American comedian, it's hard to go into a black room, right?
Oh yeah, black rooms are like the toughest ones. Yeah.
So I did
you
some of the
try to make us laugh or what?
Yeah. Okay, baby boy. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So we did the R&B Rewind, which it was, you know, 80.
You and
80,
Jay?
Yeah, it was 80%, you know, African American community in there. So here I am doing my bits, and they were like, "Oh, okay, that Mexican boy funny," and I was like, "Oh, okay, good. All right, so we're all right." It's not about being accepted. Like I'm not trying to be accepted by everybody, but the thing is that I think it
feels good.
It feels good to be able to make everyone laugh and not just make a certain genre or a certain
demographic.
ethnicity or demographic laugh, and I think that's what's cool about me hosting these shows.
Nice.
Totally like mixing it up, dude.
Sweet.
Dude, that's bad. And like, it's funny because like I was showing Leo, and we're watching some of your videos of fucking the Rebel Nation. That's like your
Rebel Nation
recurring
Brookie,
character,
bro.
right?
Yeah. The Rebel Nation, that was huge, bro. Like when we dropped that one went viral. Like that's just.
And that's so funny. Those are like little 7th, 8th grade high school years where motherfuckers had little Harley Davidson boots and little hairdos. no Harley.
No Harley. I mean, and I went through it, and it was so funny because Jay had called me to do a Backstreet Boys skit with him that day, and when I called him back and I was like, Jay, I have this idea, bro. I want to do this rebel shit, and he was like, I don't know, and I was like, look, fool, you're bald. All you gotta do is put cool little bangs on,
A little copete.
I'm like, I have hair, so I'll just put like a hairnet on. And he was like, I was like, look, bro, after we do the Backstreet Boys, we'll do this one. I'm like, if we have time. He's like, all right, cool. So we ended up doing the Backstreet Boys, and we had like another 15 minutes left or whatever, like, before we all had to leave and do our thing, And then so we do the skit, and I was like, hey, Jay, when are you posting your skit? And he's like, I think I'm going to post it like in a couple days. And I was like, well, then I'm going to post the Rebels one right now. And he was like, all right, fuck it, do it. And then we were walking outside. I posted the shit immediately. And I shit you not, in 10 minutes, I had 800 comments.
Damn.
Wow.
And that's when we knew, we're like, okay, we touched a subject.
You hit a nerve with people.
We hit a nerve, and it was a nerve that hadn't been touched in a really long time.
It hadn't been touched since the Rebel days.
It hadn't been touched.
I can recognize, bro.
I mean, you could say it was like the topic was dead in the water. Nobody was fucking with it. And I was like, like in my head when I developed the characters, I was like, bro, I had just finished watching A Night at the Roxbury.
Emilio!
And I was like, how awesome would it be to create the two rebels and I don't want to say take away from them, but, borrow a little bit of inspiration of those two characters and make them into what Latinos and Mexican Americans or Latino Americans from LA went through. And I was like, man, I think they'll recognize the vibe. I think they'll, gravitate. Never did I think they were going to gravitate 800 comments in 10 minutes.
God
never.
damn.
Never.
I love that, Latino Americans. I was going to tell you something real quick.
Do we have to be careful like that?
No, because I'm fucking around. Hey, I was going to say, like, during that time when you said, like, Mexican American thing, because in those years, I remember those years. That's like party crews, all that stuff. Because it's either you're like Mexican American doing that, or a cholo, or you were kind of like paisa out doing quebraditas.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a bunch of fools that would cross the line. Like at school, there would be a rebel, but on the weekend there would be a paisa right there. And you catch them and be like, "Dick!" Like
the second or third generation were the pretty boys. They were the pretty boys. They were the pretty boys.
And those were rebels too?
They weren't rebels because rebels were like on the fence between paisa and like first generation. It was like
if you think about it, like it takes from those, like it was to me it was a drawn inspiration from like
Greasers,
that like Morrissey, like James Dean, because I remember there was a dude that was all rebelled out, but he was he's a brown fool, so we would call him James Bean. But I see that, and then I remember like the curling up of the shirts, the white shirts, the creased up Levi's and the boots and the belts, it was a whole look.
Jackets.
The jackets, and you were like, you were kind of like when you took a picture, you had that little vibe, like a bad boy on the waterfront. Easy, Brando. But I remember that dynamic, but I remember it's so funny that like I was both, dog, because there was a lot of because there were some people like, they're like, dude, I don't speak Spanish. And you go to their house, and dad has pointy boots and a hat.
Yeah, you do.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But then sometimes sometimes you can go like, third generation, like a honky ass Mexican, by that time it was just mac and cheese and flautas.
Mac and cheese and flautas.
Were you all guys rebel? I almost said rebels.
Yeah, dude, I was.
I had to keep it like weird because my mom was always like, all right, you started to dress like a cholo. All right, no more white shirts. All right, it's like, now you're not going to cut your hair like that. I was like, this bitch. I wanted to be cool, bro. I was rules and regulations at the pad, bro.
No, I was even like, because it transitioned, from like, there was a transition from like,
Revolution chart, homie.
Remember the pointy white shirts, like the collar with the vest?
Yeah.
It went from that to like wearing like spandex with a zipper here. And I went through that rebel stage. It was like towards the end.
Yeah, you had to have a good body to do that.
But the rebels had the sideburns too, no? Yeah, the sideburns, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you could have been like a fat dude in a fishnet.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Look at the seal right here. Over here.
You look like you own a pizza shop.
It's just, I look back at those times, I'm like, that shit's so ridiculous.
Oh,
it
bro.
was so bad. It was fun as fuck, but it was so whack.
That's youth, bro.
The rebels took over the party cruise, right?
Look,
They took over the party cruise.
Look, see, the rebels, in a way, right? Like, there's a reason why cholos didn't like rebels, because it was a transition message between like, you didn't have to be a cholo to get the girls no more at the party.
Oh, because
now you could be the rebel.
The rebel.
And they're going to like you.
And let me add, even at that time, you also had the whole rave scene popping up.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Motherfuckers was pacifiers, packs, like, so there was so much going. Yeah, bro. So there was a lot of stuff going on at that particular time, dude. Yeah. But that totally does make sense because the whole time to be a bad boy, you had to be a cholo, dog.
Yeah, but it was like, now you could be a rebel and have that bad boy vibe without being from a gang, and chicks dig that shit.
Oh yeah, you're still a tough guy.
You're a tough guy, but you're a safe tough guy to bring home.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like
you work at, you're a mechanic. They
would ask like, who is he? Does he claim? Nah, he's a rebel.
Oh, he's a rebel. Oh, yeah, he's from Dirty Minds.
He's so rebel.
He's from Dirty Minds, ENT.
But then you had your taggers, right? The taggers were like the party crew. They stayed away from the rebels.
They didn't really party. They were out there tagging. Getting up.
A lot of them, like I knew a lot of cholos that got into the rebel world. Like these fools would gangbang from Monday through Friday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they were fucking doing it to get the girls.
That's when the eyebrows came out for the cholos.
Oh my god, it was amazing. How thin were your eyebrows, dog?
Oh man.
No, I've always had these big ass bushy eyebrows. I was never. The only thing I trimmed was a unibrow.
My shit got thin at one point.
Oh, you were penciled them out?
Oh, dog, because it was like.
Had
if you didn't have that, like the girls didn't believe you.
No, it's because you. But think about it. You had to be a because dude, you're defying your parents. Because it gets to a point you can get an earring, but the eyebrows, really, motherfucker. It's
no, my dad at one point was like, "Te me fuiste," like he's gone. No, my dad one day he got into the car. He looked at me and he's like. No me digas que ya saliste con tus cositas, and I'm like, and I was like, no, Dad, I love women. Don't worry.
For the hoes, Dad.
He's like, you're my only son. He's like, I'm nothing against like nobody being gay, but he's like, you're my only son.
He's trembling, stuttering.
He just wasn't sure. He was like, okay, I'll accept you, man. But just fuck, man.
And it's so funny, like in those days, if a dad had to come up with all his homies and talk to him, it was like, mire, compadre, no, ni me diga, compadre.
That's a rebel.
Oh man, that's funny.
What year was this? Like late 90s?
Oh no, this was early, like mid 90s, 94 to like 99.
Oh wow.
It was a good 5-year little stretch, dog. And then like Nelly came out and everybody was like wearing do-rags and shit.
See, when I started high school, it was that. It was like ¿cómo se llama? Not the game, Ja Rule and all that shit. That was like when I was in high school.
That's like 2002, 2003.
Huh? Okay.
I graduated. Well, what would have been my graduation?
Martin, a super senior?
It was 04. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, you're young. 04.
Damn, my dog.
I'm 95. I'm 95.
I'm right now, motherfucker.
I'm 95, bro. See, back then was more party cruise.
Oh, you graduated when they were just letting fools graduate.
Yeah,
you have 2 legs, you can walk.
Class of 95, bro. But You know what? Back then was party cruise. I mean, it was gangsters and stuff, but it was more party cruise. And then the party cruise went to the Rebels.
Dude,
the Rebels.
When I was going to high school
for a
parties,
while.
there was full smoking PCP and shit. I was like, oh my God, bro. Let me go over here where the band's setting up.
Oh yeah, nah, man. I mean, my dad was helping me sell the beer through like the window of the house. He was doing the Nas balloons for me. My dad.
Shut up. So you had a cool little straight sweet ass operation there.
Oh, it was a sick operation, dog. To the point where like we were making too much money, and then that's when the gangs got involved.
Oh yeah,
They started coming and shit.
And then they were like, "Hey, dog, so,
cut.
like, yeah, like so it was that kind of shit." And granted, we gave them the money.
You don't want any problem, bro.
Here you go, dog. We want to keep partying.
Security,
fool.
that's
in the
security
name
for
of
you.
the party, fool. Just keep us tight, fool.
Yeah,
keep us
security
nice.
guards.
But you know what's crazy? When I was in high school, the party crews were popping. I remember these high school kids were making fucking money like through the entrance.
Oh hell yeah!
Like these kids were like entrepreneurs, you know.
So we were making at least $1,500 to $2,000 a night.
That's how I became a promoter. But
But at that time,
Yeah,
that time, $2,000 in one night.
that's a lot of money, bro.
Was like maybe $5-6 grand now.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, my dad was making what $300 a week. So for me to come home with like $2,000 a night, he was like, "What the fuck? Yeah, do it at the house. Why are you paying them? Because I used to pay rent at other houses." And he was like, "Nah, why are you gonna give them the money? Come give me the money. I'll let you throw the party." And I was like, "Dad, you should have said something."
Damn,
I just need my little fee.
So then we just we turned the like people that know me and people that know me from that era, they know that it's the Arleta house. The Arleta house.
The Arleta house.
The Arleta house.
Yeah, we started a crew, right? You know, MSB Boys, McGurk Street Boys, and Amani, and we got big. We got pretty big. All the neighbors, we were all young. We were like 20 heads, right? And the fucking gang came and said, "Hey, man, you need to get the fuck out of here." Fuck, bro. We have to disassemble this shit.
Sick ass. You saw how happy he was when he was like,
No,
we were
because
pretty big.
like you said, hey, you're pretty big. You know, you're charging $5 a head, DJ kegs.
Yeah.
My dad a big old acre home, and dude, it was popping. And then they came in that you got to get rid of it.
time for a reunion, homie.
Yeah,
Like,
You have to, 'cause-
maybe laminate the badges, homie.
Yeah,
Even backstage passes over
It's
here.
time for lamination, guys.
What was that? How
Those are
lamination?
charged. Fuck, bro.
It's time for lamination, guys.
Yeah, bro. I had to
It was
liquidate
good
real
times,
quick.
man. Fucking great times, bro.
I dated a girl and she was in a party crew, and it was like we were so opposite because I was like a skater guy with tight pants, and she was a party crew with like this whole hip hop fucking world.
Then you can say loose pussy.
Maybe fucking. Bro, it was like we're so different worlds, man. It was just crazy, like these fucking warehouse, fucking house, like these fucking
But that's what it took for you guys to meet and collide, bro.
Yeah. So funny, dude.
Collide.
And they would have their badges at school, like they're fucking official, bro. What the
No,
fuck,
well, that's what
dude?
I'm saying. Even like the ravers, it would come with the pass from
the
like
ravers, bro.
from that weekend and like all this big shit. I was there. I was at the Orange County Fair, or that right there where they had it in San Bernardino.
I went to Strawberry Sundays.
Yeah,
Where were you
bro,
losers
like-
at?
Sundays.
Strawberry Sundays.
Somebody
Yeah.
died.
Sundays,
Somebody
bro.
overdosed
Where
on
were you
ecstasy.
losers at? Yeah, Strawberry Sundays
Strawberry
was like,
Sundays.
I heard about that shit.
Marvell?
That was-
Because you had to call the
Yeah,
phone number
there was
and
a
then it'll be like that, and then
yeah.
it'll be somewhere in some crazy ass hangar in San
Strawberry
Bernardino.
Sundays.
and then, like I remember like you couldn't get into Strawberry Sundays unless you were an invited party crew.
Oh man.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
it was very.
it was very exclusive.
That's
it was very exclusive.
Hacienda,
Bro, I would hear about Strawberry Sundays, like the Mondays
Strawberry
at school.
Sundays.
That was like fucking Club 23 at fucking Disneyland, you know?
Oh hell yeah!
You're like the nerd that never got in, huh?
Did you guys ever go to the
Johnny Depp was there, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was at Strawberry Sundays. You were? Yeah, I was.
Lying,
I was cleaning. I was
Apple.
cleaning when they were done.
Did you guys ever go to the arena in Hollywood? The arena?
I
No.
DJ there. I
The
DJ
arena?
there. I DJ when I was
Dude,
like
that
13.
was the shits, bro. The arena, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was one of
Really?
the youngest DJs there.
Is that like a after Florentine Gardens or before?
It was around that
Same time.
Yeah, arena. It was a gay club, but it was happening, bro. It was so many girls out there. It was crazy. It was cool.
No matter what, dude, gay clubs are always popping, dude.
Yeah, there's always that one bisexual girl.
Estoy confundida.
Oh, she made you mad, huh? I would never do
Gardens,
that.
Porque ese palo tiene caca.
Fuck.
Be talking to a girl. I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
yeah.
man, dude.
She made you mad, huh? I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, she did that? Oh, man. I would treat you like the queen you are.
She took your tampons? Oh, what a bitch.
She sucks.
Oh, it's the time of the month for her? I don't have one of those. I don't.
Oh shit!
Good times, bro.
Hilarious,
Fucking
dude.
great times, bro.
We have a question right here that Leo. So who do you think is more chismoso, women or men?
Man, dog.
I love my chismes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think, dog. I mean, look, I would sit here and not be lying if I didn't tell you if I never called my boy and said, "Fool, guess what, bad boy."
Me, dude. I'll fucking me too, bro.
Yeah, or I be doing this one, "Fool, what? You don't even know." Dog.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's a fair balance of both, dog. You know, it just depends. Like, it just depends, fool. You know, like I don't. It's a different kind of cheese man, you know, like that I think guys do. I don't know.
I think just guys are more secretive on the DL about it. We love it just as much, if not more. And I think women, obviously, they have their round tables, they have their brunches, all that. They set up for it. You know what I mean?
Red table, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do a flyer.
About it.
Yeah,
just
totally.
open
This is
about
what
it, you know?
women do.
Yeah, like we gossip when we see each other. Like I don't think we initiate phone calls. Like, girl, like what? Do you got time right now? Like, no, I don't think I like. It's more like whenever I gossip with my boys, it's more like when I'm like, bro, I've been meaning to tell you, dog, but you don't even know what happened. What happened? You know, like, oh, this shit. What?
You're lying, dog.
You're lying, fool. But yeah, you know, but no, I think it's both, dog. We're fucking,
Yeah, definitely.
We're both curious human beings.
or do you guys do this when your chick say, has a fucking good cheese meal? Oh, what is it? What is it? Tell
Oh,
me.
please, dude.
Come on, bro. Especially if it's a family cheese man, like someone's
those are
getting
always good.
divorced,
Those are
bro.
always
or
good.
an
Those are
affair,
juicy.
bro.
Bossos, bro.
Fuck it,
Those
that's
are
hardcore juicy, right? Juicy, right? That's cool,
Your
bro.
prima's pregnant. What?
Fuck, with who?
But not by George.
That'll be the cheese man of the century right there.
Bro.
Or when you have a girl, you'll call your girl. I have some cheese man, and she's like, tell me right now. I gotta tell you when I get home. They're like, fuck.
Oh, no, you
can't wait, bro.
You can't do that. You can't do that to
Can't
women.
wait.
Or she'll tell you, and she's like, I gotta tell you at home. You're
How
like,
about, listen, if you don't tell me right now, I'm going to change the locks.
Oh yeah.
outta
Nah,
here with
girls
that
take
shit.
that shit personally, dog. Like if you got cheese man, you don't tell
Yeah.
them.
Oh, it's over,
They
right?
take it personally, dog. Well, then why the fuck are you calling me?
Just say, like, women are just more court stenographers about it. You know what I mean?
court stenographers, this fool.
Oh,
Opposed
yeah.
to, dude, we're just over here on the witness stand sucking it all up and not telling the truth.
I want to know.
I like
Fuck
to,
yeah, I wanna
like,
know, bro.
if I get a good cheese man, bro, like I kind of give the hint, like I drop the little seed and I just wait till I get home, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit down. It's a good one, you know. And then,
do a trailer.
you think it's a good cheese man when you get home. You're like, that's it, really?
Nah,
You're like,
this is what I
fuck,
waited
dude.
for.
I be wanting to know, dog, but I be asking different. I'd be like, hey, fool, you good or what? Why? What's up? Nah, if I heard some shit, but whatever, dog.
What did you hear, dog? Then there's engagement.
There's engagement. No.
Just a straight up yes or no question.
Nah, I mean, I don't mean to get in nobody's business. If I just heard some shit, dog, but it doesn't matter.
What'd you hear, bro?
No, what'd you hear? Nah, fool, nothing crazy, fool. Just fucking your girl cheated on you, fool. I don't know. What?
Well, she did it.
You try to just, exactly like plant the little seed.
A
and
little
shit.
bit, dude.
I feel
Gotta fish for it.
women, they add extra stuff to the cheese man, they embellish it. Guys, we just fucking cut out the fat. We're like,
Oh,
yes,
so you're all about facts.
Oh, yeah, that's all
the
about
point,
the
right?
facts,
The
dog.
point.
Oh yeah, I be
That's the
doing
point.
that shit, fool. Like, damn, but did you hear about so and so? No, what happened? Oh, I can't tell you, fool. I'm like, nah, tell me, fool. You already said it. Fuck, fine, I'll tell you, fool. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like,
If you insist.
if you insist, fine.
Nobody knows.
If you want to interest yourself,
if you want to twist my arm,
Hey, how about
bro.
this one? Don't tell nobody, dog.
Hey, fool, between you and I, fool, it stays between us. Oh my god, those are the best ones, dog. When they prefix it by saying, "Hey, fool, it's only between," you didn't hear it from me. You know that's gonna be good. Dog. You know that's gonna be good.
She got pregnant. He's fixed. What the fuck?
Oh shit, it's not from George.
Oh damn.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Fake news.
That's
Damn.
funny, dude.
That's what I told him. I told that fool stop touring so much.
Somebody tuck me in.
But do you guys worry about that though? Because you fools are like out of town all the time. A bunch of ladies like skipping out on you guys.
Not really, dude, because we don't really get too many fucking ladies. I mean,
No, don't panties and shit.
it's so funny because people think you go on the road, oh, you got a hotel room, oh, you must be piping the shit out of it. And it's like, nah, bro. I mean, it's not the tour I'm on. You know what I mean?
It's like the movie Hall Pass when those fools go out and they're like nothing happens. Or like, I think today we should take it easy, guys.
You
Let's
get a
just go to
hall pass,
Applebee's.
nothing's
man.
gonna happen. And the thing is, too, is it's like I think if you cultivate that, you're gonna get that. But if you're not out there chasing skirts, it's just like you're not because in the end, regardless of what you look like, you're on stage, so it's a numbers game. You got to engage it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about social media. If you don't engage, there's not going to be any feedback.
Plus, I'm not typed it up. I'm like, I'll kill myself if you do something.
And then I'm the type. I'm so shallow. I'm like, she better be hot as hell. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's good. Though. You have standards.
Or just the guys that go on the road or they go out there and they just have sex with anything. It's like, bro, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got a hall pass with Celine Dion, dude. You know what I mean?
We heard those stories, man.
That's what I'm waiting for.
You have a hall pass? You have a hall pass?
But yeah, dude. As far as like, I mean, there's women. There are always going to be women around. But the thing is, like, who's really going to, you know what I mean, like, fancy it to do it that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also too, and people that I think that are doing it are going to be more on the low pro about it because nobody stuff like that. You know, regardless. Oh, I'm talking to a man or I'm talking to an artist. People don't like people up on their shit. And, you know, if you're going to do it, you're on the secret game. And the only reason you ever got caught is because you know you have flaws in your game.
I feel now
or no game. You know what I mean?
Oh, no game.
I feel nowadays, like on the road, like if you're gonna like do stuff like that, it's so easy to get caught nowadays, bro. Like with social media, it's like it's not like back in the day where there's like no social
I think
media.
if you're like super fucking famous, though,
yeah.
Because I mean, even like when you can still order like a prostitute to your room, you can call services or escorts. You know what I mean? Give me a break. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? Isn't there hoes selling like on like Snapchat and all that shit? I mean, dude, come on. If you really want it, it's there. It's up to you to fight your mind if you don't want to hit the pipe or not.
You're right. So my thing, you haven't been caught.
I told my girls hit on me. It's funny because
That's what you do then, huh?
I feel as guys, like we feel like heroes. Like, hey babe, guess what? This one girl, she was hitting on me, but I said I have a girlfriend. We feel like heroes. Like I turned her down.
That's like the worst.
That's why I won't marry you.
But girls get hit on by fucking guys all the time.
All the time.
And we get hit on by a girl by once, and we're like fucking.
It's crazy because we're much easier.
Yeah, but it doesn't usually. But Rizzo, it doesn't usually happen that way. It's a guy always chasing a woman. You know, because they're coming at you. They seen you on stage or they know you from somewhere. Hey, dude, that's a guy from the McDonald's commercial.
But you know what's crazy though is that guys are the ones that chase women, but men are the ones that choose who they marry.
Whoa.
Makes sense. Whoa. Say it again?
My mind.
It's that men chase women, but men also choose who they marry.
That's true.
It's the one you want, bro.
Yeah,
it's the one you actually say, here's the ring to,
here you
right?
go, man. I'm a lifer, bro. Yeah.
I've never met a baby daddy that didn't want to bust. You see what I'm saying? Like you did it because you wanted to, Perrito. Because it made you want to do it, right?
That's your love, man.
It happens.
Yeah.
Did that get too real right now?
Yeah.
I feel like it got too real.
We're over here on church on a Sunday.
Did it just get too real?
My girl, what?
I love you and shit, you know?
I live another life, right? I'm only doing this for the last, baby.
Hey, we sink or swim together, Perritos.
That's right.
Oh, man.
That's right. There it is.
Another question.
Yeah, man.
All right. Do you guys like, because you do a lot of like promo videos for like a lot of like businesses like and a lot of taquerias too. And that's fucking cool. Mm-hmm. Do you guys prefer soft or crunchy tripas?
Tripas.
Like in tacos.
Well, you know what? I don't eat either. I'm not really a tripas fan. I don't eat tripas, lengua, or cabeza tacos.
You're classic.
It's just not my thing. I don't like the texture. I eat cueritos, tostadas de cueritos, but they have to be in ceviche mode with like lime and shit, you know. But I'm not really if it's not asada or carnitas or pastor or chicken, I don't.
You're not down with organs and shit, huh?
I'm not down with the shit that they throw away, dog.
Not for the butthole shit.
That's funny how you get like somebody super
stuff.
Mexican, huh? Oh, I eat the brains, all that shit, huh?
Cecils and shit.
Okay.
I don't know about brains, bro.
All right.
Cecils are too soft for me. I like cabeza though. I like tripas. Crunchy though. I don't like.
No, but that's true. It's like if you don't eat that, you're not Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
Wow, great.
Hey, I remember you get that dirty ass uncle or that relative. Comas el ojo.
Okay.
Dude, I'm good, bro. I'm not that. I didn't grow up that poor, bro. That's a poverty meal right there.
Because they had to. We don't have to no more, Theo. We got the good meat, you know?
That's a taco de ojo, huh?
Yeah, but no. I mean, dude, my dad loves tacos de cabeza, de lengua, and I'm just like, Dad, I'm cool. dog.
I can't. I see people eating the skull, bro. Like the skull's on the table.
That's
Like,
how do you,
serious.
what kind of teeth do you have? What are you, a dinosaur?
like the skull's right there, and they get the tortilla, and they just go like,
Oh, they peel the meat off with
and
the
they're like,
tortilla.
and they talk like vegans, like, oh, you don't even know how good this is for you. I don't give a fuck how good it is for me. No, you know what's good for me? Water.
oh my god.
So you're not down with bone marrow?
No, dog, no.
Yeah, you down with that decadent shit.
I'm just down with a good piece of meat, dog. Whoa, pause. I'm just down with a good piece of steak and some fucking potatoes or some frijoles con arroz and some fucking, whatever. That's it, dog. I ain't gotta do all the extra shit.
I go crunchy, bro.
Crunchy, right?
Yeah, bro. A little lemon,
What's that, the
tapatio,
extra
bro. A
shit?
little salsa, little beer, bro. I like to fucking chew it, bro. It's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, because like I feel soft. It tastes so much. I just think about like a fucking butthole. You know what I mean? Like a culo taco. You know, I can't do that, bro.
Taco?
I never had one.
Okay, at least when it's crunchy,
That's
it tastes
crazy,
like.
but I'd rather eat ass and eat that. That's great. That's the irony, dog.
It'd be like the sphincter would be the chewy part, right?
I know. I'm all like, oh fuck, tripas. Oh, look at that asshole.
Because at least when it's crunchy, you almost feel like calamari. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, calamari.
Calamari tripas.
I've done snail, which is known to common man as escargot. I've done that.
You like it? I think
It
it's
just
bomb.
says
that? Wait, Rodrigo, you said that, right? The other day?
Yeah, I
It
like
tasted like an oyster. It's just
Really?
gooey and like gushy, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing out of the ordinary or like oh caviar's nasty. It was like it just tasted like fucking grits to me.
I can't do snails, bro.
That's it.
No way. No.
I've never
I
done
won't do it.
caviar though.
So you
Caviar?
never,
No.
but you never done an oyster? That's
I did
a snail
oysters.
is an oyster.
No, but still, bro. You can't.
It's a snail. They both come out of a
But you
shell.
don't see a fucking oyster every day. You see snails every day, bro. What the fuck is that? You see a snail,
You
bro.
don't even know. You can have a $3,000 plate just walking across.
You get a snail, bro. You get a fucking tortilla, but eat that fucker. Come on.
You get sick. Ain't they supposed to be like
Come on.
special stuff?
Oh, that's
There's a
gross.
$3,000 snail just walking right there. Just let it go.
I got a bunch in the
Put
backyard.
some garlic and butter on it, bro.
no, but I heard that you can't eat regular slugs on the street because the ones
No.
that the
They're
escargot
special,
they're
yeah.
farmed
Yeah.
because these foods have so much toxins. Like I heard of this guy.
Oh, it's
who,
gross.
1,000 ways to die.
Yeah, and also there's a
Snails,
guy
bro.
who fucking picked up a slug from the floor. He ate it as a fucking like what's it called with his homies like a fucking
Like
Prank,
dare.
yeah, prank.
He fucking lost all his limbs because the bacteria just attacked everything, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
dude.
need the fucking shell, do you? Or just the
I wouldn't
the
eat
head,
the shell.
whatever?
I don't think
Just-
you need the shell, no.
I don't
right?
know. I mean,
Ah man,
That's real cool.
No,
Just
yeah.
homie.
Damn, bro, that is brutal.
I can't
Dude.
do
Yeah,
this
so you got
snail,
you like
bro.
you like farm fucking slugs,
That's
babosos.
farm. Let's
Oysters
farm some
cool.
slugs.
I'll do
dog.
oysters. I'll do oysters. They have them
Shoot
nice. They have them nice and prep now, right? They have them. We
Yeah.
go to Mexican. You know.
I like the ones that are grilled. The grilled oysters.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oysters
I had that in
Rockefeller,
Vegas,
huh?
bro.
Shit, man. Fuck, man.
Fucking delicious.
But let me
bro.
let me ask you this. I mean, maybe get personal and shit. But does that shit make you fuck more or no?
Supposedly it's an aphrodisiac, right?
I don't know. I just
no,
use
I'm
Viagra
asking
for
you
that,
guys.
dog.
You
I don't
guys
know.
try it or no?
Why beat around the bush? Huh?
I just use Viagra if I need to. If I need an extra 4 minutes, bro.
The TJ Viagra, homie.
if you really want to beat it up.
You're
If
too
you
good
want
for
to go
that
for
shit,
15
bro.
minutes strong, dog, let me tell you.
I heard it's out of this world, Viagra, but then I heard you can get dependent on it. Is that bullshit or what?
No,
wait, Viagra?
I don't know, though. I have like, and no, wait. Let me tell you. Not to boast or brag, perritos. Okay, but I get hard on like a teenager, dog.
Me too, man.
I still get the morning fucking boners. I like, and I hear my boys that are my age are like, dog, I'm struggling in bed. And I'm like, dude, I feel like a fucking 13-year-old, bro. I'm just, I'm always on. It's weird, man. My wife loves it.
I wake up with a hard one and I poke it at my girl's back and she thinks like she's getting held.
She's getting held up at gunpoint.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess people say it's an aphrodisiac. I don't know. I've never tested the theory, but that's a good theory to test, bro.
Comparison and
They talk
contrast.
about that, right?
The oyster?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I just
supposedly
never- I never
even that
Chocolate's an aphrodisiac.
That the Filipino food balut is aphrodisiac, right?
Shit,
That's a crazy ass aphrodisiac. If you
I
think.
guess, yeah. It's hard for me to tell because I'm always on. I'm always like ready to go. Like I'm always down with the program. You know.
I've taken like Viagra like for like birthdays. You know, like to like or like
What birthdays?
Or, like, celebrations
Birthday. Sit right here. It's my birthday. I want you to fuck me all day.
You don't have a Superman suit, are you?
Oh my god!
With a hole in it or what?
Hey, you ready?
It's one day out of a year, baby. You're gonna get this shit.
Hang your beach towel on this, ladies.
Get this palo, baby.
Wait.
Birthdays.
Rizzo, you tried Viagra?
I've tried it, yeah, because we had a homeboy who went to China and he brought back
Who's
some.
we, bro?
Okay. I have a homeboy who went to China. He brought some fucking little like liquid Viagra packages from China.
No,
I guess you were supposed to like take a little bit. I took the whole thing, bro. I've never seen venas, bro. Like, there's new veins I never saw before, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Way.
And my girl was like, "Oh
Your
my
dick
god!"
look like a Snickers bar or what?
Whose fucking dick is this?
It's Rodrigo's.
Woke up with a new dick.
You should borrow it more
More off the
often.
headache, bro. The next day, like
headache.
I felt like I was drinking, dude. It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because in TJ they sound like
Suck the
fucking-
life out of you, hot dog.
They sound like fucking Chicle and shit, bro.
They squeeze them
Oh
on
yeah,
tacos out
it's
there.
like
everywhere, bro.
It's like buying Tylenol.
Yeah, I know an old man that does tile that goes to TJ to buy his Viagra. He buys a couple boxes every 3 months. He goes down there, but he breaks them in like 2-3 pieces, dude. To use
Like
them.
vitamins? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
well, he can't use a whole blast. I guess
fucking
if you
gives
got a
him a heart
headache, yeah,
attack.
he
It's
puts
not
a head
illegal,
shrinker
right?
right here.
It's
What?
not illegal to cross them over.
No, I don't think so.
it's not
Unless
like
you like
fireworks
got
and
like a
shit,
fucking a trunk load of them, but but he gets like he gets like 100 or whatever he needs.
I'm paying on fucking a lot.
But he says he only fucks like young chicks. I was like looking at him. Donaldo, are you serious?
Makes a lot of sense.
No. Yo voy a los restaurantitos y hablo con las meseras. I was like, oh my god,
yeah.
it's fucking
Order
stop
oysters,
lying,
bro.
bro.
He's all like, yeah, hookers. You know, $60 will get it done.
I need something to rub against it. Not fun.
That's it.
Oh shit,
That's funny,
dude.
bro.
So, you guys saw that SNL skit?
Oh God.
The Pico
Oh, here we
Rivera
go,
one?
bro. The one that caused all the controversy.
Honestly,
Wait, there was a lot of people.
I
that
thought it
were-
was funny.
I
It
saw.
was
I
funny.
thought
It
it
was
was
cool.
funny, bro.
It's vanilla, but it was good.
was
I saw
funny,
you.
What it
fools in
is.
the- I saw you fools in the comments.
Huh.
And you fools were like,
Tampico
legendary gold.
Tampico Rivera. That's all I said.
You fools were leaving sick ass comments. Gold.
Dude, finally representation, huh?
Hey, can it be in the next season? Okay.
You guys need a cholo. Or a lesbian chola or whatever.
Fools were like, this is the whole season of Chappelle, the first season right here.
They finally nailed it.
Was it a home run? Completely honest, bro. Look, I mean,
More of a bunt.
Me as a guy that likes to make people laugh, and I'm sure you guys have this too. You guys have a certain meter laugh, right? Where like, not everything that's meant to be funny is funny to you because you either heard it before, seen it before, or it's just not funny, right? Did I think it was hilarious? I didn't think it was hilarious.
It wasn't the best, but
I thought
it
it
was
was
like-
cute funny. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
totally,
it's funny.
It was cool.
Totally.
I thought it was cute funny. I thought it was SNL funny. It was white America safe funny.
Exactly.
And it is, like some people, again, some people got offended. I didn't get offended.
I didn't get offended.
I didn't get
But let me tell you why I didn't get offended. I'm not from Pico. You know?
You think that's why people talk smack?
But a lot of people that did get offended are from, certain backgrounds that are involved in that culture on a daily basis, whether you're a lowrider culture or you're from Whittier or you've been into gangbanging or, some people feel like that's a culture that you don't play with, but it's like, Friday did it and it was funny then.
Yeah, everything's up for grabs, dude.
Friday did it with with fucking little joker, big joker, medium joker. Like we laughed at it. When did we boycott Friday?
Never, yeah.
Right. So it's like we have, it's just fun. Like right now we live in a culture where it's like if you offend one so for example before, right? If you didn't want to see a certain comedian, you wouldn't turn on the TV.
Oh yeah, for sure. You just change it, yeah.
So you would never get offended by his comedy because you didn't see it. It didn't matter to you. But now, the person that got offended has a platform to post that they are offended, and now it's forced upon you.
Yeah.
So now you have to make a decision where you feel offended, or do you want to hop on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, fuck that guy, yeah, and then it's easier to be offended right now than to just be like, it's a fucking skit.
It's a skit, bro.
Yeah,
It's a fucking skit, and I'm not saying that every skit is not disrespectful. Dog. I drive a fine line between disrespecting the homies and from being funny. I call some of the big homies. I'm like, hey, bro, do you think this is disrespectful to the homies? It's good, dog. Post it. All right, cool. I make my calls, bro, because at the end of the day, just like I call my mother-in-law, right? I did a skit about this pastor that's hitting fuckers with a jacket and saving them, right? And he's just, you're cured, and he's just smacking them with the white coat, and I'm like, come on. So I called her. I was like, hey, Felicitas, yes, that's my mother. I said, look, you're a pastor. My father-in-law's a pastor. I'm gonna do a skit about this. Are you offended? And he's like, no. If you don't feel convicted about it, then do it. I was like, I don't feel nothing convicted. I feel like
hallelujah.
I feel like they're false prophets by doing this propaganda. That's bullshit, right? To me. And she was like, do what you feel. I'm not offended. I know where I stand with God as a pastor. I'm not offended. But I was like, cool. That's all I needed to know. So I posted the skit, and it fucking did well.
Nice.
So I'm, as a comedian, I'm still socially conscious about what's going on, and I don't want to offend people, but at the same time, it's like, I do what's funny to me, dog. And if you don't like me, there's the blue button that says unfollow.
Unfollow, that's it, bro.
And it's that simple. You don't have to be offended. You don't have to follow me.
Keep scrolling, dude.
It's like me. I don't like tacos de cabeza. I don't fucking eat them.
You're not protesting outside.
But I'm not saying don't fucking eat them because they need, we save the brain. Like,
they need their brains, bro.
Save the cheeks, man.
Like, I'm not doing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't sit there and process people that are eating up my fucking oxygen by being vegans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. You want to eat plants for the rest of your life? Eat fucking plants for the rest of your life. Do you? I'm gonna eat myself a little hot dog. Yeah. I'm gonna eat that little piece of steak.
Make me happy.
You know, I'm not telling you to stop eating up all the oxygen.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, I'm not
To your
telling you,
point.
you know. So it is what it is, man. I think people should do what they do, and if you feel offended, if the kitchen is too hot, get the fuck out. You don't have to be in there. You don't have to follow me.
Right.
You know. So yeah, at the end of the day, dog, somebody's gonna be offended, dog. But if they're not paying your fucking bills, then it doesn't matter. But be conscious. Tampoco no te pases de verga. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know. So there it is.
Cool,
That's
man.
how I felt about that skit.
That was very.
Did you guys want to give your input? I'm sorry, it's your show.
That was very eloquently right there, dude.
Yeah, nice.
That was nice, dude.
Nice,
I can't
bro.
top that.
You want to go, Estan Ready use 2 or what?
Oh, another shot?
Yeah, bro. We gotta take 2 shots, bro.
All right, then.
Yeah, but do be careful of how you make fun of people, right?
Yeah.
Like I think there's mocking and then there's poking fun at something, you know?
Exactly.
And you have to be very careful. Like, dude, I did a skit about Titanic, and they were like, "Oh my God, concrete."
The people died.
My grandmother died in the
People actually
Titanic.
died on that, and
That
I was
was
like,
100 years ago.
"Did you go watch
Find the necklace.
Did you go watch Titanic?" Yes, I did. It was a beautiful movie. Well, you know, Jack is not fucking real, right?
Oh, he's not, bro?
No, he's not. He's not real.
Oh,
It's
you
like-
killed it, bro. Damn it.
I was
fucking
gonna go to his
loved it.
grave, homie.
I loved it. Like, you stop.
I know he was
stop.
just a
I still
character.
believe in women and children first. Like, don't
Yeah.
like hang me for this. shit,
What was
you know
your
what I'm
sketch?
Like, you have no moral compass.
saying? Oh, it was a skit where I'm one of the guys on the boat, and I'm like, is anyone out there? Can anyone hear me? And then it's me in a little box, butt naked, and I'm like, I'm right here, dog. You know? And people are like, how can you do that? How can you be so insensitive? And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
dude, it's.
We got cheeser?
I get it. Like, I'm
they
just,
cold?
you know.
It was
Yeah. You want
110
one?
years ago. How the fuck are people still fucking?
It was
Nobody's even
110.
alive from that shit, dude.
Dude, people trip on the fucking Tepic skits because they're like, you're making fun of the gods. And I'm like, you know
What God
you're-
is this, bro?
And I was like, your God knows. If your God made all of us, and your God made me this way, and He made me to want to poke fun at it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know. Yeah, bro. I have 80s comedy mentality. 80s, 70s, like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do what the fuck feels right to
Yeah,
me.
dude.
What's funny to me. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy the ticket. You don't have to follow me. It is what it is, you know.
And in your heart, you're doing comedy. You're not over here just trying to like hate on someone or make fun of someone or anything.
No.
And I think people lose sight of that you're actually trying to make them laugh, opposed to like, you know, just incite some kind of discussion, dude.
Like, for example, when I did the Stevie B skit, right? The first time I did Stevie
That's
B,
a funny
Stevie
one,
B,
dude.
bro?
Stevie B was hell of a set.
Spring
Like, Stevie B was mad at me.
What? He was?
Stevie B, bro?
Right, so Stevie B originally
Stevie B got beef.
didn't
Spring
like
Love?
my skits, right?
Spring Love?
His
His team?
one of my bosses, right? Bobby D presents. Bobby, we had a meeting with him and we were talking about doing some shows, and he was like, "Yo, you know, Stevie B was like, I don't know how to tell you, man, but Stevie was kind of upset at the skit." And I was like, "Bobby, are you kidding me?" He was like, "Yeah, I swear to God." He's like, "Do you mind if I put you on the phone with him?" And I said, "Yeah, put me on the phone with him." I was like, "I would love to talk to Stevie B." So he calls him up. He's like, "Hey, it's Stevie. What's up, man? This is Bobby." "Hey, what's up, Bobby?" He's like, "Hey, I have Concrete here with me, man." He's like, "Oh, let me talk to him." And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, I talked to my daughter. Yo, that shit is so funny, my brother. I love you for making fun of me." And I was like, "Stevie, thank you. Thank you for not taking yourself." And I said, "Stevie, you understand that if I didn't make fun of you, it's because you're not relevant? Stevie, if I didn't make fun of you, then there's a problem. Yeah. You're not big enough for me. You're not big enough to make fun of for the masses to understand it." I said, "The only reason I'm making fun of you is because you are someone of importance that has gave to the culture, bro. You are that important for me to make fun of you." Right? So don't take it as disrespect. I said, "Stevie, take it as it's an honor, bro. Like, you are talked about still to this day, 25, 30 years later. You're still talked about. You're still being booked at shows." And he was like, no. He was like, no, bro. I had a conversation with my daughter. When she saw the skit, she fucking loved it. And then, she
basically explained.
Estan Ready Bros podcast.